What's up, y'all? It's Cliff. How y'all doing this morning, man? Before I get ready to go out here and cut a little grass, it's just starting to die down around here. The weather, like it's 50 something degrees this morning, so uh, I ain't got to jump out there and start real early. Cause I ain't got a lot to do. So I thought I'd make a video. Hey, this is for the people that's like maybe if you know somebody that's going to prison or um yeah, something like that. It's just some tips. Um, like, and when you're in county jail, you can get things that certain types of soap and stuff like that, deodorant, things of that nature. I was real big on hygiene, man. Like I always still am. Like I always take care of myself and stuff. And so when I was in there, like I kept uh bars of soap on deck, man. I kept two or three bars of soap, at all times. Shampoo, lotion, toothpaste, everything I needed, I kept it in there. And but I'll tell you a little secret. If like if you go in, because a lot of county jails won't let you smoke. So if you go into prison, when you get there you can smoke. But prison tries to play you too, where when you first get there, they'll say that first week or first 5 days or whatever you in quarantine, no smoking. I'll tell you how to get right past that. Uh, Instead of stocking up on all kind of stuff um that they ain't gonna let you keep, they ain't gonna let you keep certain stuff when you get to Kilby, man. I'm gonna tell you, when you hit that back gate at Kilby, no lie, you walk in the back, you get off a van and walk up in like this little room, man. I mean, for real, it's like a classroom, look like an old classroom, got windows and stuff. They'll line you up around the walls and they'll say, everybody get butt naked right now, man. They have 30 people, butt naked, and then they give you a little suit, and then you got to walk around, and then they'll spray you down and all that. But so when you get around there to where the inmates are the ones that spray you down and all that, cut your hair, give you clothes, take your old clothes and all that. So when we was going before we was going, everybody was like, man, if you got certain stuff when you get to Kilby, you can get cigarettes right there at the back gate from the inmates. They'll swap you cigarettes for them Irish Springs and stuff like that. And so everybody had a plan when we got there, because we all went at once. That oh, I'm getting cigarettes, this and that, and so anyway, it's a little intimidating when you get to prison. You ain't ever been to prison, I'll be honest with you. We rode that van to Kilby, and didn't nobody say a word until we got to all of a sudden we turn on this road and we pass these trees, and you can see this big old fenced in, and all of a sudden my buddy Gus says, shit got real now, man. Everybody was like, God dang, man, why do you have to say that? But so anyway, so everybody's supposed to be getting cigarette, this and that, and so I get in there and they taking my clothes, and immediately this dude uh he's grabbing my stuff, and he's like, hey man, here's you some cigarettes for them bars of soap and stuff. And I didn't even ask the dude. Like, he just handed, it was a brown paper sack, had a pack of top in it, and he just stuffed it in my stuff, took two or three bars of that Irish Spring, left me one, and he got a thing of some kind of shampoo they had there at Pickens County. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, and I was just kind of like, all right, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't, and then I was worried. I was like, man, what if they catch me with this stuff coming out of here? And then you know what I mean? I was just like, all right, it's whatever. I got to do whatever. So we get down to quarantine, and all the dudes from Pickens County, they was like, hey man, look, Cliff, you got some items? We're gonna get some cigarettes. And I was like, shit, I already got that. I pulled out that sack, and it was like, how you already get a pack? I was like, man, the dude he just did it. I was like, I don't know. I said, he pulled up on me, grabbed my clothes, took the stuff and stuffed that in there, and said, here's it. I'm gonna trade you this. I was like, I didn't even really ask him. I was like, he just done it. I said, I just seen a pack of tops. It was unopened. I said, all right. And they was like, damn. So I started hooking everybody up. We was all the guys from Pickens County, we was all sitting there smoking and stuff. But then I made some money too, like, cause there was some dudes sitting around off from all over Mobile, Dothan, Birmingham, Montgomery, and they like, hey man, hey cuz, let me buy one of them cigarettes. Let me buy one of them. All right, you know. And of course, that pack didn't last no time, man. What's because I mean, there was people in there from Huntsville. If somebody from Huntsville come over there and said, "Hey, man, let me get a cigarette clip," all right, you know, I was just that way, man. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I didn't, um, I wouldn't be like, all right, but you owe me back a honey bun, you know, and here, smoke it. Don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, they was like, everybody was getting their stuff together. Hey man, we're gonna go in on some cigarettes. Come on, Cliff. I know you got some money. I was like, bro, I already got this. And they was like, how the hell did you get a whole pack? I was like, man, the dude just did it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you what, when you in quarantine, a pack of cigarettes don't last no time, man. Cause everybody in there, nobody in there really has any. I mean, there's people that know people can get a few, like, you know, we ended up buying a few roll ups after that, you know, but you couldn't get them like you wanted to in there. But then as soon as you come out, um, it's so funny. As soon as we come out, they put us in the dorm. I think I was in the A dorm, and they let you hit the store if you got money. They'll let you go ahead and go right then. But the night before, I went down to the church. Everybody was like, "Hey man, Church of Highlands built a church at Kilby here." And it was like, "It's nice out there." I was like, "All right, cool." So I went down there, you know, and man, there was this dude playing some kind of keyboard or something, piano. I don't know what it was, but man, he was jamming. I mean, rocking out. And so I was like, okay, well he's probably one of them guys that's really into church and all that, you know. So the next day they let us hit the store or whatever, and I go down to the store and they'll sell you individual packs of matches, or you can buy like a whole box, but a whole box costs like $10 or whatever. So it's just best to buy like 10 or 12 packs at a time. So I go down to the store the next day, order up my cigarettes and all that, coffee, food, and the dude running the store was the guy playing the keyboard, the church guy. And he was like, "Look here, man, I got these box of matches right here for one item and blah, and he was basically he was robbing the store, selling it to me, and I was sitting there thinking, and everybody was like, "Hey man, hurry up," because I was sitting there trying to think, hold up, this is the dude that was down in the church last night playing the. And so I didn't know if it like I thought, man, is he trying to play me or what? Like I was confused for a minute, and I was like, no, I'm good on them matches, dog. And then he was like, well, I got crate of tops too on it, and I bought a crate of tops from him on discount. But yeah, the church man was jacking the store. I mean, jacking them. I was like, God, like had me all confused. I didn't know what. I was like, man, is he playing me or something? But yeah, Kilby was wide open, man. Like seriously. Um, I remember getting there and man, I never. I'm just being honest. I never in my life had heard uh the police called 12 until I got to prison. Seriously, I didn't know nothing about no Adam 12. I never even had heard of the show, and I kept hearing all these guys say 12, 12, 12, and I was like, what? And I was like, man, that ain't no. I look at the clock and stuff. And then the saying was when a cop was coming in, like, or the police was coming in the dorm, you'd hear somebody say, "Get out of there," which means whatever you doing, like if you doing something you ain't supposed to do, go on, get out of there and put it up, whatever, get out of there. But yeah, man, them sayings it took like I'd never been to prison. I didn't know what the hell was going on, and but I tell you what, I got asked a question down there, man, that I just kind of answered about 4 or 5 months ago, and that's been going on 9 years or so since I've been out. But there was this old dude, I mean, I'm just being real. He was an old sissy dude, probably 60 something years old. He played out now, but he's just doing his bid. Probably got a life or whatever. But he was reading the Bible one day, and there's oh man, I can't think. It's in dang, man. It's in the Old Testament. But it says, the heart is wicked and deceitful above all else. And something else. But anyway, he told me, asked me one night, he said, ask yourself what that means. And then just answer it. He said, you won't answer it while you're around me. He said, because if you can answer it immediately, you're not understanding the question. And man, I thought about that for years and years and years and years, and I finally figured, like, I mean, just as humans, man, we got evil in our heart. It's just, we got to work on it to, you know. But yeah, he asked me that, man, and like I said, I thought about it for years and years and years, and I never understood, what he was saying, or like I said, I just never understood the verse or whatever. And then my life started happening, and things started changing, and I was like, oh, okay, I got you now. But it took years, man. And he told me. He said, if you answer it right now, you're missing the whole point. He said, you won't answer this right now. You won't answer this one. You'll never see me again before you answer it. And I was like, okay. And he was right. So, but anyway, man, I was just wanting to tell y'all about the church guy robbing. Man, it was funny. I was tripping out. I was because when I first seen him, I thought, okay, it's one of them true church dudes. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that always do right, and like I thought that was him. Man, he hit me with the flex. All right, y'all. Hey, if y'all don't mind, man, smash that subscribe button. I forget to say it all the time, and you're supposed to say it at the beginning of the video, and I get to talking and forget all about it. So if y'all don't mind, man, hit that subscribe for me. I'll be grateful. All right, y'all. Have a good day.